Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, God. Um, so I wanted to upload this video mostly because there's some things that I want beginners to know about this game. Hold on. Yeah. There's things I want beginners to know about this game, and there's probably some useful things that you guys who are a little bit more experienced could maybe use about this game. Maybe not. And again, I am no expert by any means, but I have learned so much about this game. See, guys, I became obsessed with this game, and I'm a little embarrassed to admit it, but I did. I fell into its trap, and I became obsessed with figuring out what's going on in this game, right? Like, what is the dots on the table? Okay, why are there, like, how does the parallel lines work? And stuff like that. There's so many things about this game. I'm gonna sit here and try to talk, okay? Sit here and try to talk while I'm playing this game. So guys, forgive me if I don't do too good of a job. Oh, it's my turn. If I don't do too good of a job. But I wanted to start off playing this game for you guys because, let me just get my introduction going so I'm not pausing every 2 seconds. Yeah, so I'm not used to doing this commentary, as you're playing a game, so you guys are going to have to bear with me, but I wanted to play a few games and basically share with you guys as I'm playing the knowledge that I have gained, okay? And some of you may be surprised at how much it may help you guys. I see people, and you guys that play me in games, some of you I see doing these things or not doing these things, and we're gonna be a stronger club if everybody knows these little things, okay? So let me get a game going here. Oh man, I'm gonna suck at this, man. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, here we go. Alright, so, okay, so when you first start out, first of all, I uploaded a video that showed all these different kinds of brakes, right? And 90% of the time, these brakes will work. And of course, this one is not going to work on video. But, like I said, 95% or 90% of the time, this brake, especially the one I just used, they work 90% of the time, guys. So, what you want to do is, the ultimate goal, I guess you could maybe say, oh look, he's going to do what I'm doing, is to be able to break the balls, make a ball in, so then it's still your turn, and then sink all of your balls in, including the 8 ball, so that they don't get a turn. Okay, this is called denial. Oh my god, I got this. Oh my god. Okay, I got this. Oh, I got this cord plugged in, man, and every time I have it plugged in, oh my god. Every time I have this, I need to unplug this thing, because for some reason, every time I have it plugged in, it does all this crazy stuff. Alright, so the first thing you guys want to look at after the balls have been broken is for clusters of balls, right? Okay, so you got these right here. These are, but these are stripes. I'm gonna be solids for this game. Um, and I don't see any really real problem balls that are solid. But here's how you would break these clusters up. Okay, that's how you would break these clusters up. You have to use one of your balls and cut it at an angle that'll basically send the ball flying, right? This would be another angle that would work good. Oh, I can't do it. Oh well. Um, yeah, so that's the biggest thing you want to look out for at first are those clusters of balls. And listen, guys, you want to take care of it as soon as you can, okay? You want to take care of all your harder balls first, okay? I'm going to really try to... I'm not really good at commentary, probably not, but I'll try to have more faith in myself, guys. Hold on. Okay, let's see if I can do this here. I'd rather do bank shots, but... Oh, I didn't even hit it. Okay, so anyways, it's a really important thing that you take care of those problem balls, okay? Any clusters of balls you want to take care of. Now, as far as the layout when you're playing pool, you know, and the things you really got to pay attention to, like that is one thing you really want to pay attention to, guys. And if you notice, once you basically figure out why you want to take care of them as soon as possible, you guys will see why you want to take care of those problems. And God, my head just went blank, guys. Yeah, I got this medicine, and it's this medicine makes me blank-minded sometimes. Sorry, guys, but I'll get through this. Yeah, see. Anyways, that's the biggest thing that I can think of at the top of my head are those clusters of balls. Okay, you got to take care of those things soon. Ugh. I've been doing a lot of kick shots and a lot of bank shots, guys, and these things are so much fun to perform. I mean, like when I first was practicing at my bank shots, I would make my shot like maybe 5 or 10% of the time, but if I warm up first, it seems like I'm making them like, oh my gosh, at least half the time now. So, and guys, these bank shots, don't be fooled. These bank shots are actually a lot easier than they look. Okay, so don't think that you couldn't pull a bank shot off, guys. Okay, and I'm gonna go over a little bit of bank shots and kick shots, like I said in the club chat, but I wanted to play this game here, and mostly I wanted to show you guys how to break those clusters of balls up, and we didn't end up having problems like that on this game in particular. Guys, one of you even said that I was letting them win in this game. Look, guys, I'll admit I have a bad habit with this game, and I am trying to break it. Actually, I haven't tried it all yet, but I am going to try. But what it is, see, when we're practicing, guys, that's the time to practice, right? That's the time where we can make mistakes and do it over and over again and blah blah blah. But when we're playing a match, when we're up against an opponent, we're performing, guys. Okay, you got to kind of look at it this way. So when you're in a match, if you see a shot that you'd like to take and you have any doubt that you're not going to be able to make the shot, and there's another shot that's easier to take the easier shot, okay, guys? But that's another thing. You want to take care of all the harder balls first. Another thing is, you'll see people do this all the time too. Another thing is, when you get the ball in hand, right, you're able to move the cue ball around, the white ball. You always want to place it. You want to get the hardest ball, okay? And you want to keep these things in mind, guys. I'm telling you, you will see an improvement in your gameplay, big time, and you'll probably start to catch on to things. But the harder balls first, right? You know, you might have a ball that's surrounded by your opponent's balls, right? Like, how are you gonna get to it, man? You know, you got to be really slick with cue ball control and all that to get into position to take care of that ball whenever you get to it, right? Well, when you get ball in hand, right, you get to move the ball wherever you want. So that's when you want to take that chance to put it where it needs, you know, behind those balls, and go ahead and get yours where it needs to be. That's another thing that's kind of a big deal, guys. And that guy quit. Yeah, so there's no music in this video. To be honest with you guys, I'm just really lazy today. Okay? My bad. But I figured maybe the content would make up for it. Maybe not. I know I'm not good at voice stuff. When I used to live stream with my old Blackwater group, Alliance, they'd always tell me there's a word for it. It's when you know, it's basically just commentary. Are you kidding me? Oh, that is so aggravating. What levels? It's a 29. They're bound to make a mistake, man. Yeah, so, anyways, what was I saying? Something about the Blackwater group, the old Blackwater group, Alliance. Oh, yeah, about the live streaming. Yeah, and they'd ask me to talk and stuff, and I never really quite got to that. It's not that I'm shy, it's just I don't really, you know, it's like a sports announcer or something, man. You know, if you don't know what to talk about, you know, you don't have a lot of things to say, then you're gonna suck. So part of my problem is I sound like a goofball because I keep pausing and my mind goes blank here and there because I'm in medicine. So anyways, I'm gonna do my best, guys, with this. I hope that you guys take this information and are able to be fruitful with it. You know, if you think about it, after you guys get done watching this video, take the things that you did learn, okay, and imagine more than half of our club members not even knowing these things. They're like kind of important things, guys, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm solid. Yeah, I practice when I'm playing a game, and I shouldn't be doing that, but I do because I'm an idiot. And then I mess up, right? I don't make the shot, And and then some people think I'm letting them win. But I'm not, guys. It's not that I suck either, because I don't suck. But that's my problem. These kick shots and these bank shots, I didn't even see who won. These kick shots and bank shots are so much fun. Here, let me try one more game, because I want to kind of demonstrate something. There's so much fun, man, that it's addictive for me, anyway. It's kind of addictive. You get on a roll, man, and you're like kicking and banking and doing 2-rail shots and doing combinations, knuckle shots, all kinds of cool, really cool stuff. That you don't want to stop. Now, see, when you do a bank shot like this, that thing's gonna go forward, and it might collide with my ball. The safer way to do a bank shot is to point it the opposite way. But if you put the right kind of spin on this, guys, I don't know if it'll work. Oh, what the hell was that? Oh my gosh, I had my directions. See, I got tap to aim. Oh, that's another thing, guys. Let me tell you about this too. Okay, so you want to set your options. You want to set your options up, okay, everyone? So basically, here, I'm going to turn this up just so I can hear him when he comes on. You want to set your options, like cue sensitivity. You want to set it to slow, so that when you're trying to find the right spot on your aiming, it's going slower, at a slower rate. You can get more detailed with exactly where you want to point that sucker. Okay, and then you've got tap to aim. Now I'm going to show you guys what that is, but I've been fooling with several different ways to stroke your stick. In the pool game. And tap to aim is actually a pretty interesting, I'm doing all kinds of bank shots and kick shots and all kinds of stuff and I've got tap to aim turned on. So that's kind of something that may not be for everyone. Now the tap to shoot, oh, I'm sorry, I totally messed that up. What I meant to be talking about was tap to shoot, okay? Everybody, you probably want tap to aim on, okay? You do want it on, so turn that on. Tap to shoot is your preference. You may not like... Did he win on me again? You may not like the tap to shoot, okay? But I would strongly recommend that you at least fool around with it, okay? The aiming wheel, you want that turned on too, guys, okay? Now listen to what I'm telling you. You guys want this stuff. You want to listen to what I'm telling you if you don't know this stuff already. I'm trying to tell you guys about this game here. Okay, so basically... Let me show you guys. Damn, man, it didn't happen. Let me try. Gosh, just... You know what, actually? I'll just go ahead on to practice. What was I going to say? Yeah, okay, so... Here's the aiming wheel. Okay? Right here on the right-hand side. And it makes it to where you can really get detailed. Exactly where you want to point it, okay? So it's strong. I strongly recommend that you guys turn that on. And what else was there? Oh yeah, the tap to aim. Okay, look at this. I just tap on the screen and it moves the cue stick around already. Okay, this will save you a bunch of time. Okay, when you're trying to find a ball or you pick one out or whatever, it'll save you a lot of time than having to go all the way around like this. So you guys want to have that turned on too. So basically, what the tap to shoot is... Pay attention now, guys. I'm doing the same break. Now watch. It will make a ball in this time, guys. Okay, watch. Watch. It will. The tap to shoot means all I gotta do is just tap. Like, watch my cue stick on the left hand side, guys. Okay? See how it went instantly to the bottom? That's tap to shoot. Okay? So basically all you gotta do is tap it at the point where, you know, the amount of power you want on your stroke. That's where you tap your finger. Okay? So I'll go full blast because we're breaking. Oh my god, it's gonna make me into me. Okay, see, when one went in, usually it's up in the top right hand corner. Okay, so yeah, so I explained that. Now the cluster of balls. Okay, so let's say it wasn't your first, you didn't get first turn. Let's just say now it's your turn. Okay, and your opponent in this case is solids. Okay, so you've got this little cluster of balls here. Okay, your opponent, now you got to look at it this a couple different ways here. You've got how many possible shots here? You've got this one, you've got this possible shot, and then if you can do bank shots, you can actually pop it from the other side up down into the bottom right pocket. That's another shot. But the outside of that, that's basically it, right, guys? I guess you could also bank it down to the bottom left corner pocket. So that's 3 pockets total that you got on that ball. Now you'll get these clusters where you don't have like hardly any shots on these things. Okay, but something like this isn't too bad because, like I say, it's got 3 ways you can get it. But that's the thing, you know, you got to be sure you can get into position to where you'll have these shots available to you when you need it. But so your opponent might want to work on breaking this little cluster up, because on the 8 ball you've got 1, 2, you've got basically just 2 shots, right? Yeah, it looks like just 2 shots you can make on that. So you'd have to be in position for merely 2 positions, bro. You know, it's not like the ball's in the middle of the table and you can knock it into any of the pockets. That's a 6 pocket position there. But this one, the 8 ball, is only 2 pockets that you could possibly put it in. So your opponent will probably start working on breaking this cluster up if you don't already. Okay, so let's say you want to break this cluster up, right? Again, you want to get a really good angle, okay? Like a really sharp cut angle, like where it's like this, like it's barely touching the ball. Okay, but at the same time, you want to make it into a pocket. So, I might not have one just yet. You know, sometimes you'll have to just, you won't have a ball to work with, and you'll have to go ahead and shoot one of your balls in and hope that you can. And it doesn't look like I do. Hold on. Yeah, it doesn't look like I do. So. Do I want stripes or solids? I guess everything, there's only that one cluster of balls, and everything else is pretty spread out, so it don't look too bad. So it doesn't really matter what if I'm going to take stripes or solids. Now, one thing I do look at after I've determined that is, okay, well, they're all spread out. It doesn't matter if it's stripes or solids. So then I look to see if there is any ball that is a straight any shot, right? Any of them that's a straight any shot. And it doesn't look like there is. Here. No, there ain't. Let's, okay, so there ain't any balls that is a perfectly straight in shot. So what I'll do next is I'll look for a ball that is as straight as a straight in shot as possible. Okay, and this one looks like it'll do. Okay, and so this is when I'll use stun, guys. Okay, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't learned the stun shot, you need to learn it. Now this is how you do it. I'm about 2 dots away from my object ball, right? Click on your white ball and go halfway down. Okay, and with oh yeah, I gotta show you my stick too, because you gotta see how much force I have on my stick. It's pretty much full max. So you might have a stick that doesn't have as much force. But for this stick, it's gonna take probably get that back. It's probably gonna take maybe half power. Okay, so let me go ahead and try it. Yeah, see how it stopped as right when it hit the object ball, my cue ball stopped. It like froze in place. That's a stun shot. Okay, now they freeze like that when it's a straight in shot. Now that was a pretty straight in shot. You know, it wasn't perfectly straight in, but it happened to freeze pretty quickly. But now when you have a shot that is at an angle, when you have a shot that's at an angle, let's see if zero shot. When you have a shot that's at an angle here, okay, so this is at an angle. What will happen is if you use the stun shot anyway, even though it's not a straight in shot and the ball will not freeze because it's at an angle, you know, momentum, blah, blah, blah. What will happen though is that it'll follow that line. Okay, so you got a line that goes from this blue ball here into the corner pocket, but then you have this other line that goes the other way, right? That line there is called the tangent line. Okay, and if you use a stun shot, no matter how fast the ball goes, okay, listen, it will follow that tangent line as long as you use the stun shot. Now, the reason this is important, guys, is because it's easy to learn and it helps you to control your cue ball, okay? Because that's what the name of the game is, guys. It's all about controlling the cue ball. It's about pattern play, positioning yourself for the next ball, and blah, blah, blah. Denial, all that stuff. So, yeah. So it's giving you more control over the cue ball. Now, there's a lot of people that don't use spin at all, okay? And there's actually something called cue ball, hold on. What is it called? Center ball training. That's what it's called. Center. CENTER. Center ball training. And it's where you don't use spin at all. Okay, and there's even been I've even seen camps of people, groups of people on YouTube and stuff. You know that some of this is theory. Okay, some of them say, you know, that spin, you don't even need spin and this and that. And I'm not going to get into all that because I haven't even thought of it myself. But I love spin. But anyway, what was I saying? Hold on, I had a text message just came in. What the hell was I saying, man? What was I saying? Yeah, I'm drawing a blank again, guys. I'm so sorry. Part of it's because I'm nervous. Okay, so anyway, basically, cue ball control. You wanna know how to control the cue ball. So knowing how to do the stun shot enables you to control the cue ball more. than not at all. Okay? So watch this. Check this out. It's going to freeze. It's a straight in shot. Remember, put it halfway down. Halfway down. Okay? With this stick, now we're about a dot and a half over. So I'm gonna go with half anyway. No, I'll go with a tip less, I guess. Yeah, so it worked perfect there. See how it froze? Okay, so again, I'm gonna show you guys but I don't wanna, hold on. Okay, I guess I'll, what ball can I use? I'll use that. No, I don't want to use that ball. I'll use this ball. Okay, so here's the stun shot. And the cue ball following the tangent line. Did you guys see that? It followed the tangent line almost perfectly. That's the law of physics when it comes to what's going on with these balls, guys. Okay, so stun shot. Learn it. Okay? Gain more control over the cue ball. Okay? So, okay, now, I want to get back to this. Okay, so I have ball in hand, and I guess just for the sake of keeping it easy to do this here, to demonstrate for you guys. Okay, so I need a ball that's gonna be cut at a real sharp angle. Okay, because it'll make the cue ball. It enables the cue ball to travel faster around the table. Okay, and what you're trying to do is you're trying to knock those balls apart and break them up. So let me see this. Oh, it's alright. It's getting ready to. Okay, so this one might work, but let's see if there's a better one. Hold on. Yeah, this one will work better. Let's see how the angle is. Now I'm gonna put spin on it now. Okay, see how that worked out, guys? Now I did scratch the ball, I know, but I did break up the cluster. You're not supposed to scratch the ball too, but that's what I'm trying to explain to you guys. You guys want to listen. Break those cluster balls up as soon as possible. Whenever you get ball in hand, you know, they scratch the ball or foul the ball or whatever. Always use it for the hardest ball on the table. Okay? So, moving on. This what I'm about to show you guys next is, especially for you beginners, should help you guys out tremendously. Okay, you guys see that? Look at that. 4 stripes. Okay, look, I'm gonna do that one more time so you guys see again. This is part of learning this stuff, guys, is the break. Okay, there's several ways of breaking these balls, but what you're trying to do is pot a ball when you're breaking them, so that, you know, it's still your turn and you can keep shooting the balls and win the game. Okay, so there's how I got it. Okay, right there on the edge there. Right there. Okay. Some people use spin, but to be honest with you, a lot of these breaks you may have come across for 8-ball pool on YouTube before in the past or whatever, you don't have to really use spin, guys. See, watch. So I'm gonna go full force. See there? I could do this over and over, guys, and you guys would probably agree with me. It's about 90% of the time when it will work and it will pot a ball. So then it's still your turn. Okay, so lesson number 5. Again, especially for you beginners, this is what you want to try practicing with, okay? Try doing this immediately. Instead of shooting your balls real hard and fast, shoot them as slow as possible, but hard enough to go into the hole. Okay? Now, of course, you're not going to want to play this way all the time, right? This isn't going to be your only skill or strategy. There's going to be other things you're going to have to do, like bank shots and trick shots, you know, two rail kicks and all this stuff in order to get positions on the table. However, when you're first beginning out on this game, guys, you want to, first of all, you want to learn how, you know, how the cue ball moves around, how sensitive it is, how much power you need to give it to travel so far, right? You want to know all these things. So yeah, you want to practice at hitting these balls as soft as possible, but still hitting them into the hole. Okay, and just keep doing this. Let me see if I can run out. Okay, let me see if I'll bet you guys that don't know this stuff and is hearing this for the first time, I bet you guys start doing this and practicing, and you guys are going to see a big improvement in your gameplay immediately. And for the sake of this video, I'm going to turn off tap to shoot, just so you guys can see how much power I'm giving my stuff. See right here? Tack nabbit. Come on. Let's see here. Okay. Hold on. Okay, now. Okay, so check this out, guys. A quarter power. Now, this is for this stick, of course, but you'll be amazed, guys, at how far you can get with just such a little bit of power, guys. Okay, so watch this. It'll make a quarter power will make this ball all the way across the table. See, they're real nice and soft, but hard enough to get it into the hole. Okay, now I'm just curious if I can. I mean, you'll be able to run out. You know, you're gonna run out way quicker if you guys start practicing this stuff, and because you do use this technique a lot. Okay, the slower the cue ball is going, the more control you have over it. You don't want a speeding 80-mile-an-hour cue ball going all around the table, guys, and busting balls up, you know, and making you rethink the whole strategy and this and that, and maybe even putting you in harder positions. You don't want all that. You want to be nice and slow. Okay, so now, let's see here. Look at that, quarter power, it made that. So let's see here. There's some shots like that are cut shots that take like this. I wouldn't trust just a quarter power on this one. I would go a half power. Half power will almost put any ball that you know, kind of maybe have, you know, you're not quite too sure how much power you should give it. Half power will definitely work on those kinds of cut shots. It'll pretty much get any cut shot you need that's a real thin cut shot. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm still solids here. Go quarter power. See there, guys? Real nice and easy. I think a quarter power will do almost any ball. But now this is for my stick now, okay? Let me change it. Oh, and by the way, guys, as you can see, the stick I'm using is full force. It's got pretty good stats, right? Well, okay, so to be honest with you guys, because I noticed this, the stats being raised really doesn't make too much of a difference unless you're like 2 or 3 bars extra, okay? So I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. The cue stick that I used to always use was this USA cue stick, and I've upgraded it since then. Gosh, yeah, I guess I'll use it for the video. Okay, so basically, What else? Okay, yeah, I'm trying to run out here. So, quarter power. Boom, look at that. Went right in. Nice and slow. You ain't getting a bunch of balls moved around and shifted around and not sure if you're going to be able to get it. And another thing, guys, man, they give you a certain amount of time for each shot. Look at this, half power. Okay? They give you enough time, bro, guys. They give you an allotted amount of time to take your shot. Use it, guys. Use it. There's a lot of things that you can come up with that you need to think about when you go to make your shots. Okay? Is my shot lined up? Make sure it's lined up, right? How much power am I going to give this? How much power do I need to give it? Am I going to, stun shot? Okay? Yeah, I'm going to give it a stun shot. It's not going to have any other kind of spin on it. It's going to be stun shot. You got to make these decisions, and, you really want to take advantage of as much time as you can possibly take advantage of. Now, I don't mean for you guys to just sit there and hog your time and, but what I'm saying is take advantage of it. Don't feel rushed. Never feel rushed. And if your opponent is rushing you guys, mute them. Turn them down, guys. I'm telling you, man, it'll cost you matches. I'm telling you. You gotta... Let me see here. No, it's too much of an angle. It would be different power. Okay, so... I'm trying to think. So, yeah. I wanted to show you guys a little bit here. What did I just explain now? What did I just explain? Oh, yeah, about going slow. About making sure making sure that you hit the ball slow, but hard enough to pot the balls. And that will also give you guys a better understanding for how the balls move exactly. Oh, wait, hold on. How fast the balls move, how sensitive they are. Let me see here. Like, you guys will start to discover things that you can do with these balls. Like this right here. Just imagine that 8 ball is right there. Is right there in the corner, right? And it's blocking that hole. Well, say the 8 ball is like right there, right? Right there in the corner, right? You can get your ball in. Now, some of you guys don't know this, but some of you guys do know this, and I apologize if it seems elementary, but all this stuff is important that you want to know about. And I can kind of demonstrate it here. I'll get up behind. I'll slip past that 8 ball. Slip past it. See there? You'll start to notice the physics. You'll start to notice the physics of this game, okay? And it's important to know these things. I'm used to tap to shoot now. I actually kind of like to tap to shoot. Now, I will go over this for you guys. Listen, so when you're playing this game, you develop skill and you learn things and blah, blah, blah. Well, one of the things that I think is a relevant aspect of this game that should be considered, okay, if you want to know a lot about this game, is the way you stroke your stick, guys. I have noticed, and I have kind of experimented and all this stuff with how you stroke your stick. And I'll just share with you guys one way that I've found. If you don't have the tap to shoot on, you know, you want to kind of have a feel like if you were really playing pool, guys. You would want to kind of have that feel. You know, you see some pool players, they'll stroke their stick a couple times, like, you know, before they actually shoot it. You want to have a good feel for your stick and what it's getting ready to do, right? Now, granted, this is a game, right? It isn't a real pull stick. However, I have noticed that, and I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but okay, example, when you break the balls, if you just hit them straight on, guys, tell me, am I lying or not? It won't be the same break every time, right? And sometimes it even seems like the break is weak. Like you'll pull it back all the way and then let go, but it just seems like it was weak, right? When at other times it feels like a really strong break. Guys, I'm telling you, man, this is a dynamic of this game. Call me crazy, but okay. So one cool and one really effective way that I've found to handle your stick is if you don't have it tap to shoot enabled. What you do, I can't show you guys, but I'll explain it to you. Okay, so as you pull your stick down, right, you've got these lines that go through it, right? This line, then you've got this line, this line, this line, this line. So what I do is I take my finger, and if you put your finger at the beginning of this line here, the very bottom line, okay, and pull down, it'll give you a quarter power, okay? And then all you got to do is you kind of slide your finger down off your phone to where when your finger stops making contact with the screen, it shoots the ball. And it's like an actual stroke. Okay, you guys listening? Okay, so yeah, that first line will bring you about to that quarter power. Okay. Again, this is it's giving you better cue ball control, right, guys? Listen. Okay, so if you that line right there. If you go to this line, put your finger on there and pull down, it'll bring you to half power. Okay. If you put your finger on half power, it'll pull it down to 3/4 power. Okay, and then of course if you grab it at the 3/4 power, it gives it full power, right? So I thought I would throw that in there because I think it's useful and maybe useful to some of you guys. But definitely, guys, go into your options and set it right. Tap to aim, definitely one on. Aiming wheel, you definitely one on. That'll make the game a lot easier to control and faster to control. The tap to shoot, I like tap to shoot. But I like it both ways too. I like doing the way that I just showed you guys because it just, you know what, let me see if I can show you guys here something real quick. If you guys look real closely, okay, just to show you guys, I'm not kidding you guys, like I'm not full of it, I'm not crazy. I mean, I am crazy, but I'm not like crazy about this, okay? Watch the behavior of the way the ball shoots, the amount of strength it has when it hits the balls and all that stuff, okay? Now, I'm getting ready to use the sliding finger technique that I just explained to you guys. Okay, so it's going to be full power. Now, I just took my finger and I slid right on down. That was a strong break, guys. Right? That was a pretty strong break. Okay, now let me show you with a shot. I'm going to use stun shot halfway. So that's going to be, you got to figure out your power first before you put your finger down, right? So that's about 3 dots, maybe 4 dots. I'm gonna go with 3/4 power. And remember, I'm just sliding my finger down. Okay, so let's see here. You stun again. This one's gonna be about halfway down, so I'm gonna put my finger on the that one line, pull it down. Bing. I'm telling you guys, man, I am on to something about this stuff. I'm telling you. Okay, so that's gonna be I need that to be about I don't know, half power. Let's see here. No, I needed it to be at 3/4 power. Crap. Oh well. So yeah, that's good stuff to know, guys. I'm not used to this cue. I haven't used it in so long. But the reason I'm using it for this video is because the distance you are away from your shots are gonna govern what kinds of spin you put on the cue ball and stuff. Okay, and so you just guys want to keep this stuff in mind. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys a couple of different techniques. Okay, so I'm let's see here. I'm gonna go 1, 2 dots back. Okay, this is how I learned, guys. And I actually learned with this cue stick a long time ago. Okay, so basically, about 2 lines away. This might seem like common sense, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. Okay, so bringing your spin all the way down is going to make it reverse after it hits the object ball, right? Now, yeah, that's common sense. We all know that. But what you guys need to also know is that pulling it back that far, having all bottom spin like that, and giving it a lot of power, you want to be able to be this good at this, okay? You want to be so good that you will be able to tell exactly, not exactly, but a pretty small area of where the cue ball is going to end up when it stops rolling backwards. Okay, so let me put this bottom spin on here again. Now for 2 dots away, I think it was half power is when it starts to, yeah, half power is stun shot. So if I go back just a little bit, maybe that much, and then let go, it'll start rolling backwards. It'll have that effect. See there? And it's slow, guys, right? See, some people do this and they already know about backspin and this and that, but they just go crazy and this thing goes backwards like 90 miles an hour. And again, the slower all the balls are moving on the table, the better, guys. Okay. Oh, and another thing, yeah, when you're playing a match, guys, have this mindset. You're performing, okay? I mean, come on, guys. Bank shots are cool. It's cool to see somebody do a bank shot or a kick shot or, all these cool things that you can do on these pool tables. And, personally, when I see people do these things, man, I give them I give them kudos, man, Yeah, that was cool, man. I throw the fireworks. I give them the clapping, the whole 9 yards. So, you're performing, guys. So listen to this. You go after the easy shots, guys. Don't go after a bank shot because you're stupid like me and you want to, you're practicing when you should be playing a match. Don't do that, right? Go for the easiest shots, the harder shots first, but keep it simple is what I'm trying to say. And, however, but when you have to do a bank shot or a kick shot, you'll know how to do it, and that's when you're performing, guys. You'll do it, and it'll be for the benefit of the good instead of just because it's cool. You may want to do these bank shots and stuff and trick shots, because there might only be that path to it, getting a ball in, or you might be wanting to put yourself into position for your next shot, or blah blah blah. Okay, so I explained how you want to kind of practice at controlling, your speed when you start to go in reverse. This is still about 2 dots away. If I go at 3/4 speed, it's a little faster, goes more distance. Okay, what's next? Part of why I always said everything I just now said about performing, have some class, guys. I don't know. Have some class, Don't be like me. I swear to you guys, man, that bad habit I have screws me up really bad, man. I mean, granted, I'm still practicing at my shots, but, and I'm getting better. But, when you're playing a match, you want to be successful. And if you're getting ready to do a shot that you're not quite sure if you're going to make or not, you don't want to really take it. Like, I'm pretty confident with these bank shots now. I'm pretty confident that I'm going to make it. So, here lately I've been banking a lot. But really, why bank? Why bank the shot if you have an easier shot to take and it'll still get all the balls off the table? And then make it a cool thing to do when you have to do a bank shot. So I'm so used to that tap to shoot now. That's weird. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys something. Should I show it right now? Okay, so basically, how do you do a bank shot? Again, some of you guys may already know this stuff. I'm going to put it in my words, how to do a bank shot, because I have seen so many videos, guys, and there is actually a couple things that they won't tell you about doing bank shots, and you're going to hear it from BWG Incorporated on YouTube right now. Okay, so basically, here's how you do a bank shot. Alright. Okay, you got these dots, right? Man, I would be easier just to clear off. You know what? Actually, I'll do something else. Be easier to clear off the table first, but I can just do this. Okay, now have more room. Okay, so basically you've got these dots, right? You got that one, that one, that one. The whole, just picture there being a dot right there in the center there. All these dots, right? You got 4 on this side, and then you've got 8 on this side. If you want to put your ball into a hole that is here, 4 dots over, you aim for the second dot. You aim for the second dot on the other side of the rail. Now with this stick, the amount of force you want to use is 3/4 power. Okay? This will work from any position. You go over 1 dot, okay? What's half of 1, 2, 3 dots? What's half of 3? 1.5. So you point it at the 1.5 right here. I didn't make it. It will make it, guys. Hold on a second. I feel stupid. I feel like a liar. Alright, hold on a second. It's here. Right there, yeah. Oh my gosh. Now it's making me out to be a liar. But trust me, guys, I haven't used this stick in a long time. Okay, let me just try one more time for the sake of not feeling like a liar. Alright, there you go, see? Alright, and then if you move one more dot over, then it's 2 dots over that you're trying to get it at. So you pointed out half of that. 1 dot. Boom. And trust me, guys, it works, man. I swear to you. Anyways, now, I'll show you guys a little trick here. Oh, before I go any further, though, you guys gotta understand this about bank shots, okay? Let me explain this first. Okay, these bank shots now, it takes 3/4 power, right? I just said that. To make it across there. Okay? Now, the closer you are to that top rail, the less power you gotta give it. Okay, so I've got it, that's the path right there that it's gonna take. So let me just move up just a little bit. Okay, perfect. Now, right there, I can already tell you it's gonna take half power instead of 3/4 power. Let's see if I'm right. Or at least close. I haven't used this stick in a long time. Okay, see there? So the closer you are to that top rail, the less power it's gonna take. Let me get real up close to the rail. Oh, not all the way touching. No, don't touch, don't touch. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so that's gonna be closer to the rail. So I'm gonna go with, let's try 1.5 power. Ooh. So that, it should have been less than 1.5 power. Now, here's the trick, guys. Listen closely. If you want to learn how to do bank shots and be successful, understand this. Yes, you have these measuring dots, right? And they come in handy. People use them all the time. But the thing is, see, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on this stuff and like how pro players play and this and that. And what it is when you're learning, when you're teaching yourself how to do these bank shots and kick shots, what you're doing is you're developing an instinct. Okay? You're developing your instinct for being able to judge how to perform exactly these shots, what exactly measurements you're going to use. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, so if you memorize, that, yes, about halfway up there, it's going to take half power. And then a little bit closer to the rail, it's going to be less. If you can remember that and know exactly, but, you might go to do a bank shot and you want the object ball is going to be where it's going to be. You're going to have to judge how much power you're going to give that shot to make it into the hole, right? Okay, so, but listen, you can also change the angle, guys. Okay? This is where it gets crazy. You can also change the angle. Okay? And there's a really important reason why I'm saying, going through all this. You can change the angle and make adjustments. Okay, so let's just say, I'll bring it back some. Okay, so if I brought it back some and used 3/4 power, it would fall short of the hole. Right, guys? Okay, so I use less power. Instead of using 3/4 power, I'll use just a little bit less than that. I'm making an adjustment for the angle I have on it. See there? Now, watch. I'm going to do it again. And watch. See, I've got a better idea now. Watch. Okay, so I'm going to pull it back some. Okay? And then I'm going to leave it around about there. See there? So, it's important that you guys understand this, okay? Because you have to build your instinct up. Because what ends up happening is that you start to take a shot. I'm just going to put this anywhere right there. Boom. Okay? Look how it's in between those dots. Okay? It's not on those paths. Like, look at the bottom of the stick. I have it over that dot, it's 2 dots over from the hole. Now look at the top of my stick, right? That's where you would normally aim it, right? Well, the ball isn't on that path, right? So what will happen if you give it 3/4 power still, it'll go past the hole. That's what will end up happening. So what you have to do is you have to make the adjustment and give it less power because of how far off the path it is. So instead of hold on a second. So instead of yeah, right here. So instead of giving it 3/4 power, let's give it about that, a little over half, right? Oh wow, 3/4 power. Hold on a second. Three-quarter power. Oh no, wait, I'm over here then. 3/4 power. See, it went over the hole. So anyways, it's these adjustments that you guys have to make to be a great bank shot shooter, guys, okay? And I'm not great by any means. I'm not trying to say I am. But I recognize this knowledge about this stuff, right? Because there's a lot of things going on this pool table. The good thing is that it all takes place on the pool table. So once you do a bunch of shots over and over and over again, you know, you're always, you know, you're never going to have to shoot at a ball and make a shot that is, say, off the table. Okay, it's got to be on the table for you to make the shot, right, guys? So there's a limited playing field that you have to memorize. You have to, you know, you've got these parallel lines here, right? Check this out, guys. Let me see. I have got to change this back. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to change it back. Maybe I can compensate in another way. I'm so used to tap to shoot now. I've only been using it today, I think. Maybe last night. What was I just saying? Okay, yeah, the parallel lines. So yeah, the parallel lines. So, okay, so here's how it works. See there? See those 2 dots? Okay? Then you go to this dot, right? Then you've got that line there. And then you go to this dot and you got that line there. And then you come to the pockets. Right? They're parallel lines. Okay, so check this out. Let's see here. Oh gosh, I have all these, you know, I have all these balls on the table here. Let me try to I'm sorry, guys. Here, let me see if I can just okay, hold on a second. Okay, so check this out. This parallel line right here, from that dot to that dot. Okay, now you don't want to put it in front, on top, you know, in front of the dot. You want to point it right at the dot so it ends up looking like that. So we're pointing at the second dot from the end, right? Okay, that right there will take me to that bottom right hand corner pocket. Let's see here. Oh, hold on. How much power do I have to get it? I think it's 2.5 power. Let's see. Yeah, it would have made it. Hey, I'll do it again. See here. You pointed at that. It's always at that. It's always at from these. It's always off this line. Now, just keep this in mind, okay? I'm just gonna show you guys again here. 2.5 power. See there? Look, man. I'm not lying to you guys. I'm telling you guys the truth. But check this out. You use that. You use that line right here as a. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. What I'm saying is that, let's say you have a ball. Let's say the blue ball right here. Right there, that blue ball. let's say, you know, that blue ball ain't on that line. It isn't on that path. So you won't be able to get it, you know, if it's not on that path, right? Well, all you have to do, guys, is parallel shift it. Shift the line over until it's on top of the blue blah blah blah. And of course that's, I'm not solids right this second, so I'll use this. I'll just shift it over this instead. Okay, so watch this. Okay, so basically, right about there. God, I hope that's right. Hold on. This is ridiculous. Hold on. I'll do it this way. Shift it until it goes over there. Okay, so basically it's gonna hit right there. Okay, so basically, oh, come on, man. Okay, basically it's pointed right there, I think. Hold on. Okay. Oh, man. Last time. It's pointed right. I'm just making sure it's aimed right before it makes me out to look like a liar again. 2.5. Boom. Yeah, see there? So all you gotta do is parallel shift that line until it's on top of your object ball. Okay? It's a good shot to know, guys. And again, it's that. It's those two. Okay, so it's right over that middle line, or that middle dot right there, and that dot right there. All you gotta do. And again, parallel shift it over. Now, it'll only work until you get to the pockets. Okay? So once you get to about here, it's not going to work anymore, guys. You know, because that rail only goes so far until the end. So it's basically only this little area that you can pocket into that bottom right pocket by using this technique. Okay, so I've showed you guys the bank shots. Let me just do a little demonstration here. Just for the sake of demonstration. Why you guys gotta be so complicated, man? Okay, so again, I'm at the very bottom, so it's gonna take full 3/4 power to make this shot. I'm using a lot of instinct right now, guys. I've been using more instinct than actually using the dots lately. I do still use the dots to get a general idea of where it needs to be pointing, but what I do is I take it from there. Once I get it in its general direction, what I do, and listen closely, what I do is I figure there's two different power settings that I'm comfortable with, and that's half power and 3/4 power. Okay, so what I basically end up doing is I get it in its basic, you know, general area where it needs to be pointing, and then I look at it again, except this time I'm looking at where what the angle is going to be exactly, to where it's going to use 3/4 power or half power. Okay, usually for when it's, you know, this short, you know, when it's not a long shot, I like half power. I use it, you know. When it's long rail, I use 3/4 power. So basically, oh my god, so 3/4 power. But see, the object ball is halfway up close to the rail, so what I gotta do is not give it 3/4 power. I gotta give it a little bit less. But see, we know that from about 1.5 dots from the top going down is the half power area, and it's below that right now. So you don't want to give it 3/4 power, but you don't want to give it too less either. So I'm gonna give it halfway between that. Oh man, that was so far off. And you know, guys, I'm just, again, guys, I didn't use my instinct for that at all. I demonstrated it the way that you guys will have to learn it at first until you get your instinct built up. And I can prove that I'm not full of crap here. That I just missed that shot. I mean, I miss all the time, but that was too easy. I can prove it to you guys. Look. Especially these, man. These bank shots are the ones you really want to practice on at first because they're really easy. Yeah, now watch this. I'm using instinct this time. Okay, so that's going to be about 3/4 power. See there? I'm telling you guys, man. I know what I'm talking about here. Bank shots. You have to be more confident in yourself, guys, to make bank shots successfully. You have to trust that you've got your... Now, for the kick shots, for the kick shots, you really will probably... I mean, you're still going to build up instinct and use your instinct, but kick shots are a little bit more difficult. But you want to... I guess it is. I'm still learning this stuff too, guys, but I'm showing you what I've learned so far. But yeah, so I'll get it into the normal direction, right? And I'll look at it and I say, okay, that's where I need to be aiming to make it into the hole. Okay, so imagine a straight line coming from the upper right corner pocket down to where my stick is pointing on the bottom there. Imagine that line, okay? If I was aiming to get that green ball into the corner pocket, it's not on that path, right? So what I got to do is I just got to bring it back some. Just bring it back a little bit, right? And then give it 3/4 power because I'm all the way at the other end here. You see here. See there? Now, I went too far, I will be humble. I pulled it a little bit too far back and it ended up hitting that orange ball, and the orange ball hit the green ball and knocked it in. I was really trying to just hit the green ball, but you get my idea about kick shots. It takes a lot more confidence to do a kick shot because it almost feels like you're just taking a blind shot at something, At least with a bank shot, you can see where you're aiming. You got your target on the ball. You're not even paying attention to the object ball. You're paying attention to where it's aiming at, right? Kick shots it's a lot different, you're kind of, you're kicking it. Another cool little, this is, okay, bank shots. I want to show you guys also something else when it comes to combination shots. Now this technique has helped me so much, guys. Like, I was never good at combination shots, but I'm going to show you guys, man, a technique that I found that really works really good for me, guys. Like, I make a lot more combination shots now. So it's called the ghost ball technique. You already have a ghost ball on the end of your pointer there. That circle, okay, that's the ghost ball. It's showing you where the cue ball is going to end up when it gets to that point on the table, right? It's a circle. That's the ghost ball, okay? So what I'm going to tell you guys to do is imagine, okay, to make this yellow ball into the pocket there, man, into that pocket there, imagine a line going straight from the pocket and through that ball, okay? And what you want to do is you want to imagine that there is a ball on the other side of, on the other side of that yellow ball. Imagine there's a ball on there. That's your ghost ball. That's where you have to make a combination shot hit on that ball in order to make it go into that hole, right? Okay, so what you do here, okay, I got my ghost ball in here. What you want to do here is you're imagining that line going through, not stopping at the yellow ball, but going through it, because you need to imagine that ghost ball on the other side of it and perfectly centered. Okay, very important. And what all you got to do, guys, is just line the end of your pointer up exactly center with where that ghost ball center is. And guys, you'll be amazed at how accurate that technique is. Oh my gosh, I just find it to be so helpful, man. Bank shots, combination shots, kick shots, knuckle shots. So real quick, guys, I think this is called a knuckle shot. Okay, I'm not for sure. I'm just not for sure. But I tell you one thing, it is a really cool shot to know how to do. And it's relatively simple to do once you figure out the physics behind it, okay? So basically, let me scratch the ball. So a knuckle shot is basically when you take a ball. Okay, so we got this brown ball, right? It's in the way of the green ball, right? Let's just say it's so far in the way that I can't get a clear shot. Okay, let's just pretend that, because we kind of do. No, we don't have a clear shot. Okay, so that doesn't have a clear shot. But what we can do here, guys, is now I'm going to use another cue stick just for the sake of the aim being a lot longer, so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're lining it up to where it nicks a ball. It nicks a ball. And you're just using another ball on the table. It doesn't matter what ball it is. It can be an 8 ball. You're using that ball to, change the direction of the object ball so that the object ball goes into the hole. As like this. Let me see. Let me get it lined up. I got this light in my bedroom makes me. Okay, let's see if I can do it here. Boom. See how it nicks that ball and it bounces off another ball. It's a very simple technique, and you'd be amazed at how useful it can come in handy when you really need it. I'm trying to look for a good. Let me change the balls around a little bit, because I'm telling you guys, this shot is really good to practice at. Okay, let me show you with this right here. You got this green ball. I'm going to use that blue ball, right? And I'm going to try to get it into that corner pocket. Let me see if I can do it. It depends on how much of the ball you make contact with. It determines how much of an angle it'll give you and how much power you use. I think you got to make the angle. You got to have a lot of contact. Let me try it. Well, it didn't work because I'm not really an expert at that kind of shot, but I do know how to do the shot, and I have used it before, and it has really come in handy. I'm telling you guys, that's a good shot to practice at. Let me see here. See there? That one worked. So anyways, great shot to know, guys. And I think it's called a knuckle shot. I'm not for sure. And here's one more shot that you guys might want to remember and keep in mind. You take all these different types of shots and you put it in a book bag. It's shots that it's techniques, and you put it in your backpack. Use it when you need it. Okay, so in order to show you guys this, I just want to break the balls up a little bit. Now let me see if okay, so check this out, guys. I think this is so cool. Actually, Let me move that ball. Hold on. And then, oh no, I'm trapped. Oh no. Alright. There we go. Oh man. Well, okay, here we go. Now I can scratch the ball and show you guys. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. I'm using my pointer. Okay. Oh man, and I moved that stupid ball. Are you kidding me? Come on. Hold on a second. I know, guys. It's kind of a pain in the ass. But check this out, okay? It'll be worth it once you see it. Okay, so what you're basically doing is you're using the tangent line to pot a ball. Instead of using, you know, your aiming line, you know, to get a ball lined up and ready to go into the hole, you're using the other line to put a ball in the hole. Like this. Boom. Of course, now I should have given it more power. It would have went along that tangent line a lot better, man. But anyways, you guys get my drift. Okay, so I think that's all the shots I wanted to go through. Bank shots, kick shots. Okay. Now, another thing I'll do for you guys, just real quick, is show you guys some very useful positions here and shots. This is just a couple more shots that you can add to your repertoire. Okay, so if you have a ball right there at the end there, and your cue ball is at the other end here, you can put it on this first dot right there, and then put right spin on it, okay? Because you'll want it to go to the right after it hits that wall. Full force, and you can sink your ball on the other side. Alright, first line. This one we use, yeah, right spin. It's a good shot to know. Another good shot, another good angle to remember is, let's see here. Is this one right here. This one will cover your side pocket. What you want to do is I think it's 2.5. It's a little more than half power. And you can sink your ball there. See here. Oh, I can't do it this way because I got the rack sitting there. Yeah, I can't do it that way. But yeah, it's just past. You don't aim it right at the dot. You put it like on the edge of the ghost ball at the end, and then give it a 2.5 power. And let's see here. Another good shot to know is let's see. Oh, this is another good shot to know, because if you wanted to bank a ball from, you know, over here, or if you wanted to do a kick shot or something to the other corner, you can't really do that, right? Because you don't have a wall there. You don't have a wall there. You got a pocket, right? So what do you do? What you do is you aim for that dot before the hole, and instead of giving it 3/4 power, you give it half power. Give it half power. And it'll take you right to that corner pocket. Okay, another good, let's see here. Another good thing to know, guys. Now this is all from experimenting. Now, if you guys ain't using your offline tables and practicing, you guys probably don't know this stuff. Okay, so what you do is, oh, okay, right. Let me put it on this side. So if I have it on one dot, and okay, straight line up, and I put right spin on it, and I give it 3/4 power, how many dots will it travel? 2 dots. It's good to know that kind of stuff, guys. If you're going long rail, you know that it'll travel 2 dots over if you just use spin and 3/4 power. Right? Right. So, 3/4 power. Yeah, so that's good to know. Let me think of, is there anything else to know? Showed you how to get to the side. And get to the corners. Get the corners. Now, if you're going long rail, it's full power instead of 3/4 power. It's 3/4 power. Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. This stick has more force to it. That's why. What else? Something else you guys may want to know is the break, right? I told you guys about denial, running the table, not giving your opponent a chance to win before you win. Basically, the other half to that technique is what you do is to make a lot of money. What you do is you go to the London table first. You go to the London table. Y'all hear my dog? Stop, baby. Give me a minute. Oh, I gotta feed you guys. You go to the London table. I'm breaking. No, I'm not. He's breaking. Okay? So, you gotta figure out the algorithm for this. So basically, he broke that time. So basically, now I can choose a high betting table and I will be the one breaking. That's how it should work, right? It's the algorithm. You guys got to figure out the algorithm. I think it lets them break 2 times and then it lets you break 2 times. It's something like that. Let's see. Yeah, now I'm breaking. Now I get to break it right? I get to make the break right. Make at least 1 ball in. Yep. And now, if I've practiced enough at denial, now I can just run the whole table. People do it all the time. I'm sure you guys have had it done to you. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, it sucks. But that's how you do it. That's how you make a lot of money.